Hey, what's up? Joe in Vegas here. Another review. I went to the opening night of the new Doobie Brothers Residency at Planet Hollywood at the Zappos Theater last night on May 13th. I've seen Doobies probably three times, maybe even four times. I've never seen them with Michael McDonald, so that was what really pushed me to go to that show over other shows. Michael McDonald is like, I don't even know how to explain it. His voice is so specific and unique, and it's almost like a joke. It's almost like when you see Cher. Like you know everybody has this impression of Cher, but then when you actually see Cher or hear Cher songs, you're just like it's kind of funny. So that was my take on Michael McDonald. It's you know his music, you know his voice for so long. I personally have seen a lot of videos of people mimicking him or trying to sound like him, or memes about his style, his yacht rock kind of rich, soothing kind of voice. And when the band turns to him for the singing part, and he just busts out exactly like you've always heard him and imagined him, it's kind of funny and excellent. It's just awesome. So that was a cool part of the show. I would say I like the Doobie Brothers a lot, but I only know their hits. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm a huge fan and know their deep catalog. But they have enough hits, and their hits are so good that it makes the show pretty darn enjoyable. And even more than that, and that's kind of what I was trying to get to. But they throw all the hits at the end of the set. I'll go through the set list, but it's a 29 song set list, and they go through all their stuff that I don't know, and then in the last five or six songs, they just blow you out of the place because it's really such a sound. But before I get to the hits, even though I don't know 24 of the songs of the 29 songs, if you're a lover of music and appreciate music and find what's on the radio and hear your kids playing this shit, I mean, this real shit. It's not even music anymore. It's I don't even know what the fuck it is, but even rock, even some of the rock stuff is just manufactured in the studio crap. They're so tight and they're so it's there the perfect southern rock funk. I recall as a kid, my earliest memories of Doobie Brothers were on What's Happening. I don't know how old you are if you're listening to this, but that show was happening with Raj and Rerun. There's an episode that since I'm a kid, I remember Rerun dancing. They went to the school, and it was like, and that's when you realize there's a bunch of white guys. And back then, now it's all normal, but back then it was like a big thing to have a white rock band playing or on a very heavily African American show. Anytime they brought white characters on black TV shows and black TV character, when they brought George Jefferson was his name, George I forgot his name, Williams, I think, Sherman Williams. When they brought him on was it him on Archie Bunker? I think, God, I'm losing my mind. But I remember Sammy Davis was on. Anytime back then, it was such a big thing. So I remember the Doobies being on What's Happening, and I remember it was the point they were trying to make, and it came across really well. Is fucking music doesn't matter what color you are. Rock comes from these older black guys. It's so weird how it all kind of came together. But music has always been a universal thing. There's no race lines with it. So as a little kid watching that, it was cool, and it showed you that these guys were just this funky. Especially you get to like Blackwater, which is such a funky song. They have a lot of soul and a lot of groove and a lot of rock, and it's a combination that obviously has worked very well for them because this is their 50th anniversary. So getting to the set list, Nobody, Take Me in Your Arms, Rock Me a Little While, Here to Love You, Dependent on You, Rocking Down the Highway, obviously that one I knew. Spirit, You Belong to Me, I do. Eyes of Silver, South City Midnight Lady, Kaya, Clear as the Driven Snow, It Keeps You Running, Neil's Fandango, Dark Eyed Cajun Woman, Better Days, Wheel of Fortune, Real Love, World Gone Crazy. They also played, these were some, I think they're newer ones. I don't know if that was a newer one, but they had played some newer stuff also, probably three, maybe four new stuff, and they laugh about it. They're like, we know you don't want to hear it, but we're going to play it anyway. Maybe you'll like it. Don't You Mess With Me, Minute by Minute, which is a big one. Now you get to the end where they start getting bigger. Without You, Sweet Maxine, and then you hit the end, which it starts getting to Jesus Is All Right, which is just a crazy song. What a Fool Believes, awesome. Long Train Running, incredible. China Grove, unbelievable. Uh, Encore, come back in. They do Blackwater, which is so nice. He does it acoustic, and Patrick gets up there with his acoustic guitar and just kills it. They bring out the violin, and it's so good. I have some great videos. Unfortunately, I'm not going to risk losing my channel again. I've lost it 2 or 3 times trying to post videos from concerts. YouTube just shuts me down. I wish I could figure out a way to post them, but I've just started taking them for myself. I'll look back on these videos in 20, 30 years and just can't believe all these amazing things that I saw and I experienced. So that Blackwater to me was probably the highlight of the show. Taking it to the streets, that's where Michael McDonald shines. It's just so good. And then they close out with "Listen to the Music." I mean, like I said, these last 6, 7 songs are so good that I don't think you'll be bored. I'm not bored's not the right word. You're just it's for if you're not a fan, it's a long run of songs you don't know. They put a couple in there that you get, but um, it's still a great show. I highly recommend it. These guys are treasures, man. They're just music treasures. It's a big band. They got everything up there. There's 2 drummers. I think there was a horn player. Oh yeah, there's a saxophone player. Uh, you just don't see acts like that. There's not that many left that are doing this. So I'm a fan. Go see them if you can. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a tough one because I would probably give them an 8.2, just because it's a great show. Obviously, if I knew every song, I think that show would be in the nines. I see some of the fans, the diehards in the crowd, and they're just losing their minds because they're good, man. They're really, really, really good. It's a great show. Tickets are super cheap. I mean, they're really, really cheap to see that kind of act. So if you're in Vegas or you catch them on tour, go see them. Until then, until next time, I will see you at the next show. Take care. Bye-bye.